get started. So firstly, you can see we are importing request. Imports request library makes HTTP requests for fetching data from the APIs. Then we have to import Tkinter as TK. This imports the Tkinter library and gives it alias TK for creating the GUI. Then we have from Tkinter import message box. This imports message box from Tkinter to display the pop-up error messages. Then we are moving on to the definition. We have DEF advice. So this defines a function advice to handle fetching advice from the online API. Then we have try loop. This starts a try block to handle exceptions during the API request. We have res request.get. We have the website.json. This sends the get request to the advice API and parses the JSON response. Then we have advice text.set. We have res slip advice. This sets the fetched advice text in the advice text variable for display in the GUI. Then we have the except loop, except request.exceptions.request exception. This catches any exceptions related to the HTTP request if they occur. Then we have message box, show error failed to fetch the advice, please check your internet connection. This displays an error message in the pop-up box if the API request failed. And finally we have root is equal to tk.tk. This creates the main application window using Tkinter, and we have given the root title as random advisor application. This sets the title of the main window to random advisor application. Then we have advice text is equal to tk.string var. This creates a Tkinter string var to hold and update the advice text dynamically. Then we have advice label is equal to tk.label root comma text variable is equal to advice text. We have wr wrap length is equal to 400 and with the font being Arial, comma the size of the font being 14. This creates a label widget to display the advice text with wrapping the font setting. Then we have get advice button, tk.button root text get advice command is equal to advice. This creates a button widget labeled get advice that calls the advice function well clicked. Then we have advice label pack padding 20. This adds a advice label of the window and adds a vertical padding of 20 pixels. Then we have get advice button pack of pad 10, which adds the button to the window with vertical padding of 10 pixels. Then we have advice. This calls the advice functions once at startup to display advice immediately. And finally, we have root main loop, which starts the Tkinter main event loop, which keeps the GUI window open and responsive. So let's see what will be the output of this program. So as you guys know, firstly, copy the name of the .py file, open the command prompt in the same window. Then we have Python, paste the file name .py. You can see we have random advisor application as the window, and we have you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. And we have get advice button. If I click on it, it changes. Walking is perfectly valid solution to traffic congestion problems. And it goes on, a common regret in life is wishing one hadn't worked so hard. So I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do leave a like, share and subscribe in the comment down below. Thank you.